Hey everyone, I am Aaron Justin A. D. Castro, student from STEM 1103, and this presentation will consist of two experiments, which is the setup 1 entitled Observation in Raw Egg White and setup 2 which is entitled Draft and Trap the Stick. The setup 1 is entitled Observation in Raw Egg White, and the objective of this activity is to relate a metamorphism to the experiment and to observe what will happen in the raw egg white. Materials needed for setup 1 are raw egg white, a swallow pan, or you may use plate as alternative, boiled water in a glass jar or bottle. Separate yolk from the egg white. You will be using only the egg white and pour it in a swallow pan. Transfer your boiled water on a glass jar or a bottle and place it in the middle of the pan. Observe the changes in the egg white. What did you notice on the egg white near the glass jars with hot water? What do you think caused the change? Egg white near the glass jars with hot water will become thicker, and that changes is just because hot water transfer heat in the raw egg white that is near in the glass jars and result it as a slightly cool. Did you observe any changes on the egg white far from the glass jar? How can you explain this observation? There is no changes on the egg white that is far from the glass jars with hot water because there is no enough heat to be transferred between the distance of egg white and the glass jars with heat water to become it slightly cool. Conclude that if the egg white is near in the glass jars with hot water, it will become thicker or result to become slightly cool. And if the egg white is far from the glass jar with hot water, it result that there is no changes because of the distance between the egg white and the hot water in the glass jars. I learned a lot about metamorphism because of this experiment that I do. Step 2 is entitled Draft and Trap the Stick, and the objective of this activity is to observe what will happen to the minerals when wrapped or compressed. Materials needed for setup 2 are pieces of stick taken from a listing thing with different length, 2 rulers, or you may use any alternative for the purpose. Drop the stick into an even surface and let them take different direction or orientation. Using 2 rulers, placed on either side of the stick, pull them toward the center while trapping the stick in the middle. The stick represents the mineral present in the rock. What changes did you observe on the stick when you pull the ruler together toward the middle? As I observed, the stick changed its position and compressed when I pull the ruler together toward in the middle. In the activity, the ruler represents the tectonic forces that push rock. What can you infer from this activity about the mineral in rocks when undergoing the same forces? When the rocks undergoing the same forces and compress, also their minerals undergoing the same process and compress together in the middle. In this process, can you name the factor that is responsible to the changes that occur? From my perspective, pressures is a factor that is responsible for the changes. In this activity, sticks represent minerals and ruler represent rock. When I fold together toward in the middle, which is the ruler, represent rocks, the sticks, which is represent minerals, undergoing the same process and also it compress. I am Aaron Justin A. Di Castro, student from STEM 1103. Thank you and good day.